More insight now from our CBS 13 political analyst, Gary Dietrich, who's joining us now. Gary, good to see you here tonight. It's been a dark, intense 24 hours here in America. So what's your take on how best to unify the country at this point?
Well, I think we caught some clues from some of the things we just heard, guys. And one of them is you hear these three words a lot right now. Tone it down. Tone it down. That does need to start with our leadership in Washington, in Sacramento, even in our local bodies. It is time for people to pull the rhetoric chain back. And I think we hear that all over the place. And then, as individual citizens, we bear some of that responsibility as well. You heard the counselor talking about, social media. That is a problem. We all know that. We've seen it even in the last couple of weeks. So I think that's a good starting place. The other one is policy. There's got to be some places of agreement. Say something as simple and benign as an infrastructure bill that Republicans and Democrats can get started on soon in Washington.
Back to what happened yesterday, Gary. This was brought up, so that's why we want to ask you about it. We've seen images of the rioters inside senators' offices getting access to some confidential information, computers, files. Any concern at all about national security from what happened yesterday?
That's a great question, Tony, and I am sure that building has been scrubbed top to bottom. It was disinfected, by the way, due to COVID concerns, but I'm sure for the kinds of things you're talking about, were there any break-ins in terms of, electronic information? Are there other things that people are concerned about? I'm sure papers that were taken, that is going to be clearly watched. It doesn't seem from what we see from all the footage, however, like that was the aim. It was more sort of look at me, take selfies, than it was some kind of intentional break-in for informational purposes. Thank goodness.
All right, Gary, as always, we appreciate your insight. We'll see you again here soon.